High above the world, beyond the reach of most human explorers, lies a realm of stark, unrelenting beauty. The Himalayan peaks, crowned with snow and kissed by the heavens, seem untouched by time. But for centuries, whispers have echoed through these towering ranges, whispers of something extraordinary. Not a god, nor a man, but a creature that defies understanding. Legends call it the Yeti, and for as long as humans have gazed at these peaks, they've wondered about what might be lurking in their shadows. The Western world knows it as the Abominable Snowman, a name born of translation errors and sensationalism. But to those who live in the shadow of these mountains, the Yeti is no laughing matter. It is a guardian, a protector, and sometimes a warning. Reports of its existence span centuries. Footprints found in the snow. Strange, guttural howls piercing the stillness of the frozen nights. Blurry images and artifacts claim to be evidence. But what is the truth? Is the Yeti an ancient relic of a time when giants roamed the earth? Or is it a phantom, a figment of our collective imagination, a story crafted by the human need to explain the unknown? Today, we're diving deep into the legend. We'll trace the Yeti's origins in ancient folklore, examine scientific investigations into its existence, and explore the stories of those who claim to have encountered this mysterious being. So buckle up as we embark on a journey to uncover the untold legend of the Yeti. Let's begin. The story of the Yeti is as old as the towering Himalayan peaks it calls home. For centuries, the people of Nepal and Tibet have woven its presence into their folklore and beliefs. To them, the Yeti is not merely a creature, but a force of nature, an entity intertwined with the spirit of the mountains. It is said to roam the snow-covered wilderness, a shadowy figure that appears in the quiet moments when the wind stills and the world holds its breath. The name Yeti is rooted in the Tibetan language, with interpretations that vary. Some translate it as rock bear, while others call it man of the snows. But the descriptions in the stories are far more vivid. Villagers describe a creature standing taller than any man, covered in thick, matted hair, with an air of power that commands respect and fear. In these communities, the Yeti isn't just a myth, it's part of their reality. It's said to guard sacred lands, warning outsiders against trespass. Some see it as a protector of the fragile balance between humans and nature. Yet others view the Yeti with unease, believing it to be an omen, a harbinger of misfortune for those who cross its path. The first whispers of the Yeti to reach the Western world came from explorers who ventured into these remote mountains in the 19th and early 20th centuries. These adventurers brought back tales of mysterious footprints, strange sounds in the night, and fleeting glimpses of a massive, upright figure moving through the snow. These accounts, though often dismissed, sparked intrigue. What could these villagers and travelers have witnessed? Was it a misunderstood animal, a legend exaggerated over time, or something else entirely? For the people of the Himalayas, the Yeti is far more than a curiosity. It represents the deep mysteries of their world, mysteries that refuse to be tamed or fully understood. And as the stories of the Yeti traveled beyond these icy peaks, they began to grow, taking on a life of their own. What began as local folklore would soon become a global legend, captivating imaginations far from the snows where the Yeti is said to roam for centuries. The Yeti has straddled the line between myth and reality. But in recent years, scientists have turned to modern methods to explore the mystery. Could this elusive creature be something real, a relic of a forgotten era? Or is it merely a case of mistaken identity? The answer, it seems, lies in the clues left behind in the snow, the forests, and even in ancient fossils. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence often presented are the footprints. Large, human-like impressions found high in the Himalayas have been photographed and studied by explorers and researchers alike. But skeptics argue that these prints could belong to animals such as the Himalayan brown bear, whose paw prints, when overlapped or melted and refrozen, might resemble something more humanoid. This theory has gained traction, but it doesn't explain every reported sighting or footprint. Another theory dives deep into the world of paleontology. Some researchers suggest that the Yeti could be a surviving descendant of Gigantopithecus, a giant ape species that lived over 100,000 years ago. Fossil evidence indicates that Gigantopithecus was massive, standing up to 10 feet tall, but most scientists believe it was confined to the forests of Southeast Asia and went extinct long ago. Yet for some, the possibility of a small, isolated population surviving in the remote Himalayas is not entirely out of the question. In recent years, scientific advances have brought the Yeti under the microscope, literally. Hair samples, bones, and other physical evidence claimed to belong to the Yeti have been analyzed through DNA testing. One prominent study in 2017 tested several samples, revealing that most of them belong to bears, both the Himalayan brown bear and the Tibetan blue bear. While these findings debunked many claims, they didn't put an end to the mystery. After all, not every piece of evidence has been studied, and some samples remain unexplainable. Despite the scientific efforts, the Yeti continues to elude definitive proof. For some, this lack of evidence is proof itself. Proof that the Yeti is nothing more than a myth, a story created to explain the unexplainable. But for others, it's a sign that the Himalayas may still hold secrets, hidden away in their towering peaks and icy valleys. The search for the Yeti is about more than just the creature. It's about our drive to explore, to question, and to seek answers in a world that still holds mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Over the decades, countless stories of Yeti sightings have emerged, each one adding to the creature's enigmatic legend. Among the most famous accounts is the 1951 expedition of British mountaineer Eric Shipton. While trekking in the Himalayas, Shipton captured a now iconic photograph of a massive footprint in the snow. The print was unusually large, with a distinctive humanoid shape, sparking global intrigue. Was it the work of the elusive Yeti, or simply the distorted track of an ordinary animal? The image became a symbol of the mystery, fueling speculation and inspiring new expeditions. Years later, another prominent explorer would take up the search. In 1960, Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to conquer Mount Everest, launched a Yeti hunting expedition. His team uncovered various artifacts, including a supposed Yeti scalp housed in a Himalayan monastery. The object, long revered by the locals, was later analyzed and identified as a patchwork of animal hides, but it didn't quell the curiosity surrounding the legend. Hillary himself remained skeptical, yet the stories persisted. Beyond these famous expeditions, many others have claimed direct encounters with the Yeti. Local villagers and trekkers recount spine-chilling tales of strange figures lurking in the wilderness. Descriptions vary. Some speak of a tall, hairy creature with immense strength, while others describe a more animal-like being, blending seamlessly with its harsh surroundings. In remote areas of the Himalayas, these encounters are often taken as fact, passed down as cautionary tales to warn against venturing too far into the unknown. Modern adventurers and scientists have also shared their own puzzling experiences. From unexplainable howls in the night to fleeting movements caught out of the corner of an eye, the Yeti's presence remains elusive but ever-present. And while technology like motion-sensitive cameras and thermal imaging has yet to capture definitive proof, these tools often return tantalizing glimpses, unidentified figures moving through snowfields or dense forests, just out of reach. Yet, for every credible sighting, there are also hoaxes and misinterpretations. From staged photographs to fabricated artifacts, the Yeti legend has been both enriched and muddled by those seeking fame or fortune. Despite this, the allure of the Yeti endures. Whether a product of imagination or a creature that truly roams the remote peaks, these stories remind us of the deep fascination humans have with the unknown, and the possibility that, in the vast wilderness, something extraordinary might still be waiting to be discovered. The Yeti is more than just a creature of legend. It has become a symbol woven into the cultural fabric of the world. From the snowy peaks of the Himalayas to bustling city streets, the Yeti's image has captured imaginations far beyond its supposed home. It's a testament to how stories can transcend their origins, evolving into something larger than life. In Himalayan culture, the Yeti holds a special place, representing the untamed power of nature. It is a guardian of the mountains, a reminder of the mysteries that these towering peaks conceal. Locals honor its legend through art, songs, and rituals, keeping the stories alive for generations. But as the legend grew and spread globally, the Yeti began to take on new meanings, becoming a pop culture phenomenon. From books and movies to TV shows and toys, the Yeti has been reimagined in countless ways. Hollywood brought the creature to life in films that alternately portray it as a terrifying monster or a misunderstood gentle giant. Animated features for children turned the Yeti into an endearing character, further embedding it into popular consciousness. Its towering, hairy figure has become a fixture in video games, theme parks, and even advertisements, blending the lines between myth and modern entertainment. But not all aspects of the Yeti's cultural impact are lighthearted. Its legend has also been exploited for financial gain, leading to fabricated evidence and outright hoaxes. The most infamous example is the so-called Yeti scalp, displayed in Himalayan monasteries and touted as proof of the creature's existence. When tested, these relics were often revealed to be made of animal hides, crafted to resemble something extraordinary. Despite these revelations, the mystique surrounding the Yeti has only grown, fueled by the very hoaxes meant to discredit it. Tourism in the Himalayas has also capitalized on the Yeti legend. Travelers flock to the region, not only to experience its breathtaking landscapes, but also to immerse themselves in the mystery of the Yeti. Shops sell Yeti-themed merchandise. Trekking routes are nicknamed after the creature, and local guides recount tales of sightings to captivated visitors. For many, the Yeti represents the allure of the unknown, a creature that draws us to explore the edges of the world. Through its many interpretations, the Yeti remains a powerful symbol, whether as a cultural icon, a mythical guardian, or a marketing tool. Its story continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. In the end, the Yeti isn't just a creature of the Himalayas. It's a reflection of our own need to believe in something extraordinary. A reminder that even in an age of science and technology, the mysteries of the world still hold a special kind of magic. The mystery of the Yeti persists not because of definitive proof, but because of what it represents. A world still full of questions, waiting to be explored. For centuries, humans have sought answers to the unknown, and the Yeti is one of the most enduring puzzles. What is it about creatures like the Yeti that fascinates us? Is it the possibility that something so extraordinary could exist hidden from our eyes? Or is it a reflection of our own need to believe in something beyond the ordinary? The Himalayas, with their vast, untouched landscapes, feel like the perfect home for a creature shrouded in mystery. These mountains are a place where nature remains wild, where humanity's influence is minimal, and where secrets can still linger undiscovered. The idea that the Yeti could roam these frozen peaks is both thrilling and humbling, a reminder of how little we truly know about the world. Scientists, adventurers, and storytellers alike are drawn to the Yeti not just for the creature itself, but for the challenge it represents. It's a symbol of exploration, a quest for understanding. Even as modern technology advances, capturing the secrets of the natural world, the Yeti remains elusive, just out of reach. This elusiveness fuels our imagination, inviting us to speculate and dream about what might still be hiding in the shadowy corners of the earth. But the Yeti story isn't just about the search for an unknown species. It's also about humanity's relationship with nature. The Yeti reminds us of the boundaries between our world and the wild, a boundary that is increasingly blurred as we encroach on the last uncharted territories. In some ways, the Yeti represents the untamed spirit of nature itself, resilient, mysterious, and enduring. The search for the Yeti is a journey into the unknown, not just in a physical sense, but in a deeper philosophical one. It speaks to our desire to hold on to the mysteries of the world, even as we unravel its secrets. Because perhaps it's not the answers that matter most, but the questions themselves. The Yeti keeps us curious, reminding us that there are still wonders to be uncovered, and that sometimes the beauty lies in the mystery. In the end, the Yeti is more than a creature. It's an idea that challenges us to keep exploring, to keep believing that the world still holds secrets worth discovering. Whether it's real or a legend, the Yeti invites us to look to the horizon and wonder what else might be out there, waiting to be found. As we come to the end of this journey, one thing becomes clear. The Yeti is more than just a story of a mysterious creature. It's a reflection of our enduring fascination with the unknown. Whether it's the towering peaks of the Himalayas, the dense forests of uncharted lands, or the depths of the oceans, humanity has always been drawn to the edges of the map, those places where myths thrive and reality blurs with imagination. The Yeti, in its many forms, serves as a reminder of our shared heritage of storytelling. Across cultures and generations, tales of strange beings have emerged to explain the unexplainable, to connect us to the natural world, and to remind us of our small place within it. For the people of the Himalayas, the Yeti is not just a myth, but a guardian, a symbol of respect for the mountains they call home. For the rest of the world, it's a legend that inspires curiosity and wonder, a story that invites us to dream. Despite the advances of science and technology, the Yeti remains an enigma. Expeditions have searched, evidence has been analyzed, and yet the mystery persists. Perhaps this is why the legend endures, because it reminds us that some questions don't need answers to have meaning. The Yeti keeps the spirit of exploration alive, urging us to seek out what lies beyond the horizon, both in the world and within ourselves. As we leave the tale of the Yeti behind, let's remember what it represents. The thrill of the unknown, the magic of possibility, and the beauty of a story that continues to captivate us. Whether you believe the Yeti is a real creature hiding in the snowy peaks or simply a figment of imagination, its legend holds a timeless message. It tells us to look at the world with wonder, to cherish its mysteries, and to never stop asking, what if? So as we close this chapter, let's not think of it as the end, but as a starting point, a spark to explore, to question, and to keep the legend alive. Because the Yeti, like all great mysteries, isn't just about what's out there. It's about what's within us, the dreamers, the seekers, the storytellers. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the unknown. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep believing in the extraordinary.